guys. Everybody has been wondering what am I up to these days. So, a lot of things. I have been taking a part-time job because I have some projects that are ongoing and I wanted extra income to support that, which I think it was practical because in Canada it's winter, nothing much to do, and it's boring. So I took those jobs anyway, just to keep me busy. Being a Filipino, I think it is already embedded in our blood that work is not work if you enjoy it. So that's what I was doing these days, and practically watching a lot of videos that Filipinos in Canada asking Filipinos in the Philippines to come to Canada. Well, that's a good point. You have a dream to live in a better life and having a better environment, pollution free, on top of that, better future for your family. But I am going to tell you, living in Canada is not always peach and cream. There's a lot of factors you need to consider migrating in Canada. I have migrated in Canada from 2008, and I have been here for 2008 to 2000 now, and I've worked hard, like literally work hard for the last 10 years of my life. So if you are considering migrating in Canada, you have a highly profession in the Philippines making over $100,000 a month, I don't think that Canada is a greener pasture if you make that much money in the Philippines. However, if you're considering a better country to live into, then that's a good factor. I targeted to retire in 15 years when I migrated here in 2015. I studied biology in the Philippines and I didn't make good money. I jumped from one country to another to get my ass in Canada. So for the first 9 years living and working overseas before my migration, it was the hardest time of my life. I wasn't able to be with my children, and my children were raised by my parents. Well, every Filipino does that. That's the fact. Plus the broken marriage, plus the cheating. And right now, Canada has a visa that you could bring your family right away when you come to Canada as a work permit visa or a student visa, as long as you can finance it. That's the fastest road to come to Canada, and you can work right now. The government has already given 40 hours a week, or you can work as much as you want as long as you can handle the stress, and at the same time you don't neglect your studies. At the end of the day, it's beneficial for you and your family. At the end of the day, yes, it's a good thing, but accepting the reality that living here is not living back home with our maids, our gardeners, our drivers. You literally be the taxi driver, the maid, the laundry, the chef, and everything, plus work, and still hang out with your friends. The first factor I would like every Filipino to know coming to Canada is that buy what you need, not what you want. That's where you start your life. Because if you buy what you want, you will never, ever, ever move on into a better life, because you're still going to the racetrack that everyone was living. And yes, you will have a lot of good stuff like nice cars, nice house, nice purses and shoes and nice cell phones. But guess what? You will be poor. Poor. I am not rich, but I was able to retire after 13 years of working in Canada. So right now, I work just because I want to, not because I need to. And I'm 48, so stuck at home alone, all by myself, on a big house, because I literally own a 10-bedroom house, and doing nothing is just as bored as everyone else doing nothing. So taking a job from here to there, from time to time, is my thing to divert my boredom, to divert my shopping addiction so I could avoid all those and spend money in a necessary way. If you want some tips to retire as early as I did, hit me a message. I will give you a financial lesson. Ciao!